Record Store Day 2024 just happened. I wanted to go over my Record Store Day haul because I think that would be pretty fun to do. Did I get everything I wanted? No, because honestly, that would have been a lot of money. And also, some people just ended up snagging stuff before I could even grab it. But I got my big four, and a cool thing you'll see in a minute here. I should probably do this when I have no glasses on, so it's easier to see. But yeah, had a lot of fun. I got a lot of little freebies. That was probably the best part. The second record store I went to had a lot of freebies out. I was worried I would not get three of the things here, but I got so lucky because there was so much of them. But yeah, we're just gonna get into it. I'll go over the freebies first, because the freebies and the one I got from that store. So first up, we got for freebies the Reign of Terror Volume 1. If we can see that well. It's cool. It's I think it's like punk thrash metal stuff. That's kind of what it looks like. That's kind of what it's giving off of what it looks like. Pretty neat. Obviously, it's a free CD. How are you gonna mess that up? That's cool. And then I'll go over the two. I'm guessing it's for like, since this is like election year, they have recordstorecrawl.com/vote stuff. So it's like, this is the bumper sticker I got, and it has like stuff for Audio Technica, which I love their headphones, and then like head count, stuff like that. And then we have this little coaster. Thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, those are those. Oh yeah, and the little flyer thing. I'm guessing this is also what this is for. I don't know, pretty cool. I don't know what it's meaning to be for or whatever, but hey, fun. Next up, we got a little sticker for BCW. It looks like, from when I looked it up, I didn't know them beforehand, but I still snagged it. It's like record dividers, boxes, covers, sleeves, all that. So pretty cool. Why not? It's a free sticker. And I ended up snagging two of these by mistake because they stuck together. It's go play some records, you'll feel better. Little Record Store Day sticker. I thought that was cool. So they're going on my guitars. I thought that was neat. And then, same thing with this. I don't know how the hell I had two of these, but I did. I didn't mean to take two. I tried to take only one of each, just to be fair for everyone. But I don't know. Somehow I ended up getting two of these Paramore Record Store Day buttons. They're like, these are square ones. These really remind me, if I can find it. Is that it right here? Yeah. Remind me of the one for 2018, which I think is the only other time they've done a square. Or maybe there was another time, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, pretty cool. I'm not a fan of Paramore, but they were the ambassador this year, so I had to pick it up. And then, next up, the freebies. It's for this record store called Mothership. They had a guy talk about, in a Google review, like, he didn't like how it smelled like pot or whatever. Which is weird because I've gone in that store many, many times over the past 5-6, well, like, I'd say about 4 years or whatever, maybe 3. I forget how long they've been open. I've never smelled pot in there. Maybe someone walked out smelling like that and they didn't know, but whatever. So at the end of it, it said perfectly cool if you're into perfectly cool if that's what you're into, and it has a 2-star rating. So he had it put for Record Store Day on a pack of rolling paper. This is gonna focus. Should focus. If you can't, that's cool. Got that. It says Record Store Day, but doesn't look like it'll focus. And it has the date for Record Store Day 4/20 on this. And the lighter does the same thing. Pretty cool. It's just a basic Bic lighter. Whatever. I think it's fun. That one's not gonna be used, honestly. That one's just gonna sit in my drawer because at this moment I don't use the grass fun stuff. I have a magic pen. First up, let me just swoop it over here. This is the one I got from Mothership. I was supposed to get the Poppy Eat EP there because he only had one, but by the time I got there after the first one, there was, like, someone ended up getting it. I was like 34th in line, but no one ended up picking up this. It's called Pale Shades of Grey. It's a heavy psychedelic compilation. Ballads and, I think it's called dirges, whatever the hell, from 69 to 76. And it has the hype stickers. I love that a hype sticker is not, like, it actually is, like, transparent. That's pretty cool. I've listened to this a couple times because it just came out apparently, like, yesterday or some shit. Is it gonna focus? Hold it. There you go, you can see the track list. It also is available on Spotify under the Pale Shades of Grey name. And this one is done by, where's the record label? Now Again Records. This is 2023, but I thought it came out just recently. Whatever. Pretty cool. Probably favorite tracks on here so far is Heaven, Down by the Ocean. Obviously the first one, but that's whatever. And then Ant Trip Ceremonies, Pale Shades of Grey. Obviously it's named after whatever. Pretty cool. There's also, I think it's like a Spanish or like Italian one on here, or something like that. At the very bottom, it's Christophe or Christophe. It's the last track on there. It's the long one, number 12. I do not know how to say it, but it sounds really good. I don't know how limited this one was. Some of them say it, some of them don't, but pretty neat. I also don't know if it's on a colored vinyl or not, but I love the cover. It just looks so like plain, and honestly I think that fits it. It fits this like really well for some reason. Like it's an oddball looking painting, but that somehow makes it work. Next up is the first record store I went to, and I waited outside at 12 hours. So I'll show you the little dollar bin stuff I picked up. So first one, I gotta clean the CDs. It's Zeppelin's Early Days and Later Days, the very best of Led Zeppelin, Volume 1 and 2. This is a special little like sleeved set. Has some little damage, but it was outside in the dollar bin, so I'm not gonna bitch about it. Had a lot of their good songs on it and all that, so I had to pick it up. The one I had was really water damaged and all that. Of each of these, like they just ended up, the covers are not that good. But if you don't know like any of their songs, probably some of their good ones are Babe I'm Gonna Leave You, Black Dog, everyone knows Stairway to Heaven, Immigrant Song obviously again, Song That Remains the Same, and No Quarter is some of my favorite though. But I think I paid $2 for this or something. I think CDs were $2 if I'm correct. I don't remember, but still pretty damn neat to have. The dollar record I got, which don't know anything about it, just picked it up because it looked cool. Bebop Deluxe's Axe Victim. It apparently came out in 74. This is a bit weathered, not in the best of shape, but for $1 I had to pick it up. If you know labels, it is on the Harvest label, which threw me off because I don't really see, and it might be just me not looking, but I don't think I have many or any other albums on the Harvest label that are not Pink Floyd, which kind of odd, but whatever. Pretty cool. I have not listened to this full yet. Apparently this is like art rock as well, but I don't know. So if you have any other info on this, please let me know in the comments. But regardless, I picked it up mainly for the cover because I thought it looked creepy, and I was like, this has to be in my collection. But first one up at the main record store, Captain Beefheart's The Spotlight Kid. Look how cool that is. Can I get a zoom in on the hype sticker? It's kind of hard to read. I'll read it off as well. Includes the original analog album cut directly from the master tapes. That's pretty neat. Plus variant previously unreleased outtakes from the sessions. The lacquers are cut by Chris Bellman. It's on Spotlight Clear vinyl. If you don't know Captain Beefheart, I said it in my Black Friday one. He's the one who did Trout Mask Replica. And probably the most known song off of this one is I'm Gonna Booglerize You Baby. Not my favorite song from him, but still pretty cool. And probably my favorite on this is Blabber and Smoke, When It Blows It Stacks, or White Jam. But it's a solid album. Side 3 and 4 go through those unreleased and alternate outtakes. Like, there's the full-length version of I'm Gonna Booglerize You. Same with Pompadour's Swamp. But it also has some other instrumentals for like The Witch Doctor Life, Semi-Multicolored Caucasian, and Your Love Brought Me to Life. But figured that was pretty neat. I just love it. Had to pick it up. This I paid $35, and I think this is actually below the average, because when I originally saw it, I thought it was supposed to be around whatever the hell it was, like $38, $39, which I would have still paid. That's what I paid for Bat Chain Puller. So I had to. I'm going to talk about the two obscure ones before I talk about my big grail. First one up, and these two oddball ones, well, this would be second one up. This is SRC's debut from 1968. They are from Detroit. I'll let you go over the hype sticker. That is pretty cool. It's on black vinyl, limited to 1,500. As you can see, it is on the fabulous Jackpot Records, which is pretty neat how they really kept like the old look of the cover instead of trying to like enhance it at all, because that's really important to me. Like, if they're gonna do that, obviously there's some times where it's like, ooh, alternate cover, whatever, blah blah blah. Favorite song off of this so far, and I've listened to this for a while, or not so far. I've been listening to this for 2 years. Daystar or Black Sheep. Those are probably some of the best. When I first started getting into obscure music, in the same kind of wheelhouse as the Pussy Plays album. This was like my like 5th or 6th listen on that one YouTube page that got terminated. And this is such an amazing one, and I'm glad I found it again, and I'm glad I actually have a Record Store Day pressing of it. Because it's like, I feel like the next one I'm going to talk about, a lot more people know about it compared to this. But I would love to see Jackpot Records, I would love to see them do maybe a bit more oddball ones. Maybe they team up with the record company that pressed Susan Christie's Paint a Lady. Maybe, what other odd ones do I want in my collection? The Lost Gonzo Band, Silver Bark's 4-Time Sound Raising would be a cool Record Store Day release, but it is krautrock compared to like Psych, but still in the same type of obscure albums not a lot of people know about. That would be a cool way to get them out to the masses, the people that would actually want these in their collection. Obviously, you just saw what the next one is. It's Gandalf, self-titled. I'll let you see the hype sticker now, if I can focus it. Thank you. There we go, cool. So if you couldn't read it, I'll read it off. 1969 S/T LP, full of dripping psychedelic pop, all analog process from the original master tapes, cut by Kevin Gray, and includes liner notes and photos by Peter Sando. It's on lemongrass color vinyl, and it is a limited edition of 1,500. I'm guessing, with how their stickers are, maybe this is close to the color we'll get. It might be a bit more green, like yellow on your screen, but it looks more like grass in person. And I like how they actually kept the original cover with like the little Capital logo and all. I think that's really neat. Let me show you the back quick. I didn't even think of that till now, but here is the back. Oh, I forgot one of the freebies. I'll show that later. And favorite song over this, this is probably their most known single. Golden Earrings is probably one of my favorites from them. But there's also stuff like Can You Travel in the Dark Alone, Nature Boy, and Me About You. Pretty neat piece to have in my collection now. This one's not as detailed and intricate as the Jackpot one. This one just kind of keeps the normal back, and then down here is where all the Jackpot stuff is. Last favorite, this is my grail. I need to get the rest of this hype sticker off because it just will not come off. Is David Bowie's Waiting in the Sky. Everyone in line was like swarming over this. And if you don't know what this one is, I'll show you the hype sticker quick. I didn't even do that. Oh lordy lord. Focus. There we go. It is Waiting in the Sky Before the Starman Came to Earth. Half-speed master, taken from tapes dated 1971 for the then track listing of The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and The Spiders from Mars, featuring 4 songs that did not make the album. Let me go over the track listing for this one. If you know the Ziggy Stardust track listing, you'll know. End up having 5 Years, So Love, Moon Age Daydream, Round and Round, Amsterdam, and then side B is Hang On To Yourself, Ziggy Stardust, Velvet Goldmine, Holy Holy, Star, and Lady Stardust. Which, that is bizarre. I'm trying to see if I have a copy. Do I have a copy of Ziggy right here? So the original Ziggy Stardust track listing: 5 Years, So Love, Moon Age Daydream, Starman, It Ain't Easy, and then side 2 is Lady Stardust, Star, Hang On To Yourself, Ziggy Stardust, Suffragette City, and Rock and Roll Suicide. So obviously, a bit of a different there. I don't know. That's kind of odd seeing Lady Stardust as the end track when that is not an end track. But it's also weird being a intro to a side B. But regardless, that's a 10 out of 10 album. This is probably damn near the same. Regardless, I am glad to have it. Do not know if it is on colored vinyl or black vinyl or clear. But regardless, insanely cool. One thing I was surprised about, I don't know if I talked about it in my, thoughts about Record Store Day or whatever, is that Twisted did not do one. They normally do one every year. They did one last year with Electric Lettuce, and they just put out a deluxe version of Electric Lettuce CD. That would be cool to have maybe gotten, the extra songs on vinyl, or that the dime bag or nickel bag, whatever the hell that CD is that they had on 420. That would have been cool to have as a Record Store Day vinyl. But that's just my thoughts, but regardless, had a great time. Let me show you the poster for this here by Dogfish Head. Pretty damn wild. Oh, I can actually fit the whole thing in a picture. Analog beer for the digital age. That is pretty neat. I still have yet to find, I think I need the Record Store Day one for 23, 22, and 21. Maybe 20. I don't know. I've gotten posters every other year other than a couple because no one's gotten them in. But regardless, pretty fun. I had a really great time Record Store Day. Obviously, if I had more money in the world, that would be even better because I would have probably swept up a lot more. But regardless, I am grateful to have gotten these pieces that will live forever in my collection. If you liked the video and want me to do more of these, let me know down below by comment, subscribe, share, do whatever I can. See you in the next one.